What if I told you that the difference between being ignored and being irresistible over text comes down to three powerful secrets most men never learn? These aren't tricks. These are psychological principles that tap into what actually makes a woman crave your presence, even when you're not physically there. Today, I'm going to give you the blueprint. No fluff, just straight, real talk about how to text like the kind of man she can't stop thinking about. Texting has become the modern battleground of attraction. It's not about how much you text, it's about how you do it. And in a world where everyone is constantly fighting for attention, standing out through words on a screen is both an art and a science. But here's the truth. Most guys lose before they even start. They overthink, overtext, come off needy, or worse, dry and predictable. What if you could send texts that spark her curiosity, ignite emotional attraction, and keep her wanting more? Let's break down the three texting secrets women can't resist. Not because they're manipulative, but because they speak to a deeper psychology of desire, connection, and masculine energy. Secret 1. The emotionally charged ping. Let's start with something powerful. People don't remember what you said. They remember how you made them feel. That's especially true in texting. If your messages don't create emotion, they're forgettable. The first texting secret women can't resist is what I call the emotionally charged ping. What's a ping? It's a light, low-effort message that opens the door for connection. But a charged ping? That's a text that carries emotional electricity. It wakes her up. It cuts through the noise of, hey, WID, and how was your day? Texts. Let me show you the difference. Hey, what's up? Dry, no energy. I just walked past this dog in sunglasses, and it reminded me of your vibe for some reason. Now that makes her smile, tilt her head, and wonder about you. It's unpredictable, playful, and specific. It gives her something to emotionally respond to. Here's why this works. Women are naturally attuned to emotional stimulation. When a text paints a picture, evokes curiosity, or makes her laugh, it bypasses logic and taps into instinct. It shows you're not just another guy trying to be liked. You're making her feel something, and that's powerful. Tips to master this. Use humor with a twist. If I don't hear back from you in 24 hours, I'm assuming you've been kidnapped by a cult of yoga instructors. Be observational. This coffee shop plays jazz that makes me want to fake a French accent. Why aren't you here causing a scene with me? Use callbacks. Refer to a past joke or moment you shared. It instantly reignites emotional memory. Texting isn't about being perfect. It's about being real but with an edge. If you can trigger emotions, even tiny ones, you win her attention, and attention is the first step to desire. Secret 2. Mystery and suggestion. Most guys text like open books. They overshare. They explain too much. They seek validation through constant updates or compliments. But the second texting secret that drives women wild is simple. Mystery plus suggestion equals intrigue. See, what you don't say is just as important as what you do. When a woman feels like there's more to uncover about you, that you're holding something back not to hide, but because you're intentional, it creates an addictive curiosity. Let me show you the power of suggestion. Instead of, I'm going to a party tonight with some friends, say, I've got a few interesting characters dragging me out tonight. Let's see if the night behaves. Instead of, I cooked dinner, say, experimented in the kitchen. I'll tell you if I survive. These are little tweaks, but they leave room. Room for her to imagine, wonder, and want to ask more. And that's the gold mine. When a woman wants to know more, she starts investing emotionally. The moment she's curious about your world, your energy, your life, that's when the dynamic shifts. She becomes the one who leans in. Now, let's talk suggestion. Texting isn't just for logistics or check-ins. You can plant ideas, seeds of imagination that grow inside her mind. That's what creates romantic and sexual tension. Examples. If we were having this conversation over wine instead of text, I think you'd be smirking right now. You just earned a front row seat to one of my chaotic cooking experiments. Careful. If you keep texting like this, I might start thinking about you at inconvenient times. You're not being crude. You're implying. You're letting her feel the edges of your interest without spelling it out. That restraint, that tension, that's what keeps her up at night thinking about you. Remember, intrigue builds desire, and texting with mystery and suggestion makes you unforgettable. Secret 3. Frame control and high-value vibe. Now, for the most important one, the secret that separates the high-value man from the needy one. Texting secret number 3 is frame control and the high-value vibe. What is frame control? It's the ability to maintain your emotional center, your beliefs, your energy, your confidence, regardless of how she texts back. It's staying in your masculine energy. It's not chasing. It's not seeking approval. It's leading the conversation with calm intention. Let me say something hard, but true. If your mood rises and falls based on how, or when she texts back, you're not in control. And women can sense it. A high-value man doesn't overthink slow replies. He doesn't double text. He doesn't try to impress. He's already impressive because he's grounded. He texts with purpose, not to fill silence. Frame control looks like this. If she pulls away, you don't react emotionally. You pull back respectfully. If she takes hours to respond, you don't say, "Wow, finally." You stay cool. You re-engage when it makes sense or move on. If she flirts, you playfully escalate. You don't worship or act shocked. Examples of high-value texts. You got an interesting way of dodging questions. I respect the art. I'll allow that sass today. You've officially qualified for my good side. Don't mess it up. Notice something? Confidence, not arrogance. Playfulness, not neediness. Calm leadership, not passive aggression. Also, high-value texting means not always being available. You have a life. You respond when it's aligned with your flow. You don't rush. You don't pause your day for validation. And when you lead with value, your presence becomes the reward. She starts associating your messages with confidence, energy, intrigue. And that's a cocktail of attraction few men offer. Let's recap. These 3 texting secrets aren't gimmicks. They're about becoming the kind of man who naturally attracts attention, desire, and respect through communication. 1. The emotionally charged ping makes you unforgettable. 2. Mystery and suggestion keeps her intrigued and craving more. 3. Frame control and high-value vibe shows her that you are the prize. But here's the twist. This isn't just about getting her. It's about becoming someone who never has to chase. A man who knows his worth, who communicates with intention, who attracts through presence, not performance. So the next time you reach for your phone to text her, pause. Ask yourself, am I texting from confidence or insecurity? Am I adding value or just filling silence? Am I making her feel something or just saying something? You don't need to be a player. You just need to be present, real, grounded, and playful enough to remind her that in your world, you're the one who sets the tone. If this resonated with you, hit the like button and drop a comment below. What's the biggest texting mistake you've made in the past? And how will you change that now? Subscribe for more deep dives into attraction, masculine energy, and becoming the kind of man who doesn't chase, but attracts. Remember, you're not here to impress her. You're here to express you. And when that energy is grounded in confidence and authenticity, she won't be able to resist. Until next time, stay sharp, stay grounded, and text like the high-value man you are.